Finding that perfect gift for somebody who's into music production or synthesizers can be difficult, especially if you can't spend hundreds of dollars. So in today's video, I'll give you my favorite synth and music production gift ideas around $50 to $200, and make sure to leave a comment down below letting us all know what your favorite gift idea is. Today's video is sponsored by DistroKid, and more about how you can upload your music to Spotify and other music stores later in today's video. And DistroKid also happens to be a great gift to give someone. The first gift idea I want to talk about in today's video is cables. Regardless of how many cables you buy, there is always the one that you need but can't seem to find. And I recently found this cable kit here from IK Multimedia, and it contains many odd cables that you might not realize you need, but when you need them, it will be super annoying if you don't have them at hand. So the kit comes in a little bag, and there are 6 different cable types or adapters. For example, there are different mini jack to big jack cables, or why not a mini jack to RCA? So a great audio connections survival kit and a great gift. Sonicware is a small company that makes a series of synths called Liven. They cost around $200 to $300 depending on where in the world you are, and there are 2 versions that I think you definitely should check out: the Liven XFM and the Liven Lo-Fi 12. If your friend or family member is just starting out making music, a pair of speakers is a great gift. These speakers from PreSonus are incredibly affordable, and you get a pair for just about $100. And for a beginner, they're totally enough to get started. They're also active, meaning that they don't need an external amplifier. They have the amplification built in, so you just plug them in and they work. This is the Korg NTS-1, and it's not just a small synthesizer, but it's also one that you have to assemble yourself. Don't worry, it's super simple. If I can do it, you can do it. It's around $100, and it sounds huge and can also work as an external effects unit. Slightly more expensive is the Korg NTS-2. It's coming in around $250, and it's not a synthesizer. It's an oscilloscope, which lets you see the waveform of your synth sounds. And if you're not a synth nerd, you might rightly ask what the heck this is good for, but trust me, this is a great gift that fits anyone with a love for synths. And my next gift idea would make any mom or dad proud of you. This is a synth duster. Now, you could use any old brush, but if you want to be a cool hipster synth nerd, you definitely gotta get a Befaco Synth Duster. This is probably one of the more affordable gifts that you can give a synth nerd or music tech nerd, and that is a t-shirt or a hoodie. I have my own collection available at merch.bobeats.tv. Let's talk synth and music production stands. If your friend or family member or partner makes music, I'm sure that they will enjoy a stand for their gear. So on the table, I have stuff from many different brands and in many different price segments. Let's start with the most affordable one. This here is Bräda from IKEA, and as you can see, it is some sort of laptop stand. You can put something fairly heavy on it, and it won't slide around that much. It's definitely not a terrible choice for putting a bit of gear on it if you want it at a slight angle. The next stand on my list is from Roadworx, and as opposed to the IKEA one, this is metal. This is you can't bend it. This is very, very solid, and it's actually a really good budget option. Roadworx makes a ton of different products for the studio, mic arms, I think keyboard stands and stuff. And another cool thing is you can actually take this stand here and you can have it on 2 tiers. So I haven't tried this, but I talked to a viewer over on Instagram, and here's a few pictures of what that could look like. So the way it works is you have these 2, I guess, brackets here that you can actually unscrew and move. So you could tighten it like this if you want to. This middle divider here comes off very easily, and yeah, has a very flimsy feel, but when you put a piece of gear in there and tighten, it sits pretty snugly. Now, if you want something that is not only high quality, but also quite modular, I would get the Varidocks. So what you're seeing here is a tray, and then we have the base module, which you can angle. And there's also these elevation modules, which you can also height adjust. So you can have gear like this, for example, or you could have it sitting behind a keyboard. You can also take a bass module and you can have different trays. So there's multiple different ones available for different pieces of gear. And the trays that are specifically made for a certain piece of gear are actually form fitted. So the piece of gear fits really nicely on that particular tray. And that is fairly unique. There's no other product that does it quite like that in the synth stand space, and that's why I really recommend them. Now, what about wooden stands? Well, I have a couple here that I want to show you. CremaCaffe Design makes these wooden stands. They come like this, and you just put them together. There are multiple different stands available. This one is a quite big one, so it can actually take a machina, for example, fits really well, or you could even put a push-to on it. They sit really well on the table, even though I have a large piece of gear here and I'm using a lot of force. But in terms of durability, they can of course not compete with something made in metal, but they're not meant to. And they're also very easy to take apart and take with you. Definitely worth checking out. Now, last up is this monstrosity, and you might be rightly thinking, what the heck is this, Bo? Is this like a transformer stand? And that's correct. This is the Loci. So the stand that I got going here is just something I put together myself with the pieces that I have. And I just wanted to show you that you can make some really, weird synth stands with the Loci system. So there we go, and yes, there's ample room here for cables. So the unique thing with the Loci is that it's totally modular. You can build some really wacky, weird, big stands or just use them for simple stuff. But there's truly nothing like this on the market in terms of modularity. Definitely gets my recommendation in terms of being a super creative solution for your studio. Another manufacturer of synth stands that you should check out is Synths Wood UK. They make all kinds of synths and music gear stands and are definitely worth checking out. If your friend or family member is a Eurorack nerd, then I'm sorry for you. But I also have a good gift suggestion. Here's a module from my friend Robin. It's called the Motion MTR and it's definitely worth a look. The module allows you to mix, attenuate and invert signals, and if you have no idea what I just said, don't worry, it has blinking lights, it looks fun and it's super handy, so anybody with a modular system would be glad to get this. If you want to give somebody something slightly crazy and wild, have a look at BASTL Instruments. They have 3 small and fun products that are also kind of affordable. The Castle, which is a synth, the Castle Drum, which is a super tiny modular drum synth, and then there's the Mixer, the Dude. Another company that makes small and affordable synths is Rakits. They make a couple of different ones and you can buy them either assembled or as small fun DIY kits. Now this here is a cute little synthesizer. This is the Monotron DUO. It's a classic if you want to give somebody an affordable synth gift. It's a 2 oscillator small synth and it has an analog filter and it's modeled after the MS-20, so it's cute, sounds fun and quirky, not like super useful, but the filter in it, since it's an analog filter that you can process external sounds through, could be actually useful for someone. And there's also another version, which is a delay, that I can also recommend. It's a bit noisy, but it's still a fun little gift. Now, I own more of these headphones hangers than I care to admit. I have a lot of them. I think I have like 10 of them. And it's just a really nice, budget-friendly gift to give someone. And it's very simple to use. You don't even need to read a manual. When I started making music in the late 90s, the only way to release your music was on vinyl, CDs or cassette. Today you have a lot more options, and today's sponsor DistroKid is a perfect gift to anyone who makes music and wants to release it. So DistroKid is a service that lets you upload unlimited amounts of music to Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal and other relevant online stores and streaming services. DistroKid is very affordable, it's about $20 a year, so it's not expensive at all, and it's super easy to upload your music. And a very useful feature that I want to highlight is that DistroKid lets you upload covers and handles the licensing for you. So if you're already a DistroKid user, it costs $12 a year per track to upload covers, so that's something you can check out. And you can use my link in the description to sign up for DistroKid or give a DistroKid subscription away as a gift for this winter holiday. I'm sure it will be appreciated. So let's talk books, and here are some of my favorite books about music gear and music production. First up, we have all of these books here from Bjooks. These are beautiful coffee table books. We have Synth Gems about classic synths, and we have Pedal Crush and Push Turn Move about synth designs and electronic music. So any of them is a great pick. Another book worth checking out is The Secrets of Dance Music Production by Attack Magazine. It's jam-packed with tips and knowledge about how to make electronic music. Another book that I think is pretty cool is Making Music, 25 Motivational Creativity Tips for Electronic Music Production. That's a mouthful. Pretty interesting book. And of course I need to mention Dennis DeSantis' book, Making Music, 74 Creative Strategies for Electronic Music Producers. This book is just really good. And then we have another synth book by Olli Freke, Synthesizer Evolution. It's a beautiful little book with illustrations and information about classic synths. And another great book is Rob Papen's The 4 Elements Synth, The Secrets of Subtractive Synthesis, and it's just a really interesting read. So those were books, now on to something else. Let's talk MIDI. Everyone needs a MIDI Thru Box in their synth life. It lets you take one MIDI signal and split it into multiple ones, and it's as simple as that. Anyone with a lot of synths will find use for one, and linked in the description are a couple of different MIDI boxes that I like. Let's talk pedals. Most pedals costs a bit more than $100, but the Zoom MS70 CDR is a multi-effects pedal that you can find for around $100 to $120, and it's well respected among synth nerds because it's frankly a good workhorse that can do a lot of things. These are the Roland Compacts, and it's kind of Roland's answer to the Korg Volcas. These are 3 small synthesizers. There's a polyphonic synth, there's a drum and bass focused one, and there's a vocal processor, which is also my favorite one. I think that this is the best gift because not everyone has a physical vocal processor, and it's a lot of fun. Here's some chunks of plastic, but what are they? If you are into synths, you already know, but if you're looking for a gift for somebody, these are Decksavers, and they are protective covers that are actually very good because they not only protect your gear from dust, but also if you accidentally spill something, having a plastic cover instead of, say, a piece of cloth is really nice. So here's, for example, the Poly and Play, and we have a little protective cover here. Just look what kind of synths and other music production gear that your partner or friend or family member has, and look up Decksavers on, for example, Thomann, linked in the description. And yeah, it's a perfect, inexpensive gift. MIDI keyboards. There are plenty of MIDI keyboards out there worth checking out, and one of my favorites, which is about $100, is the new Arturia Minilab 3. This is what it looks like. It's super compact. It has a MIDI output, which is really nice. You can use it as a USB to MIDI interface with one output. It also has an arpeggiator, has a lot of knobs, and also these touch pads here that you can use, for example, for drums. Now let's talk MIDI adapters. It's not the sexiest of gifts to give someone, but definitely an appreciated gift. TRS-DIN MIDI adapters are very common, but it's really nice to have it as one long cable instead of having to connect a separate DIN MIDI cable into an adapter. Now there is annoyingly 2 different standards of TRS to DIN MIDI adapters, A and B, so to be safe you can buy a pack for each type. If you're looking for software recommendations, I would recommend Synthorial. It's an educational software that teaches you how a synth actually works, and it's a great gift to give a synth lover or music producer. Let's talk headphones. There are so many different types of headphones out there, but the Audio-Technica M50X comes in around $150 and are very dependable. They're not the greatest if you want to mix or master your music, but they're excellent for just producing music, playing with your synth setup, and general listening. So a great gift that won't disappoint. Another excellent and not too expensive gift is a Korg Volca. These are small portable synths, drum machines and samplers that anybody can enjoy, and my favorite pick is the Korg Volca FM and the Korg Volca keys. Or if you're feeling a little bit more adventurous, give somebody the Korg Volca Modular. What would a synth gift guide be without mentioning pocket operators? These are tiny music devices, but they are still really good. And if you know that your friend or family member already has some pocket operators, you can buy a protective cover. So this is one in rubber, which feels pretty good. This is my friend Matt. Not only is he cute, but he also has a cool synth YouTube channel. I'll link it down below. Thank you so much for watching this year's gift guide, and if you need even more gift ideas, I have other videos on this very topic linked down below, or maybe click here somewhere. And be sure to drop a comment down below with your favorite synth and music production gift ideas, because there are a ton of interesting things out there and it doesn't have to cost a lot.